Hello and welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Let's start from the Nigerian Cricket Federation, a cricket story this morning. Yes, where these girls are doing big things on the big stage. That is the under-19 women's team, the Yellow Greens as they are called, the junior women's team of Nigeria. Having done so well, so far so good from their first two games, getting their win in their second group game, that is Group C game, against the almighty New Zealand at the ongoing cricket under-19 Women's World Cup, that is ICC Cricket under-19 Women's World Cup. Yes, for the girls, definitely they are upbeat ahead of the Super 6 games at the ICC Under-19 Women's World Cup. Yes, they defeated New Zealand, their first game against another debutant like Nigeria. It was a point shared in that game due to heavy rainfall, and their second game against New Zealand, they did the unthinkable. New Zealand, when you mention cricket as in nations that play cricket in the world, New Zealand is one of them. New Zealand, the likes of Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and co. They are so fantastic when it comes to the cricket sport. But Nigeria had their own against this super powerhouse in cricket in their second game, and it was two runs win for Nigeria before losing 41 runs to South Africa in their last game. That game was on Monday. Yes, they lost that game on Wednesday, I beg your pardon. And so despite that loss to South Africa, another country that is known for cricket, they are our friend, our African opposition. But they've learned a lot in that particular game against South Africa. And the girls are battle ready. They will be coming up another strong nation when it comes to cricket. That is England, in their Super 6 first game tomorrow. And like I said, they are actually optimistic of reaching the semi-finals of this particular competition. And yes, for Nigeria, that is the Nigerian women's team. This is their first appearance at the ICC Women's World Cup. And the coach of the side, Sarah Bakhita of Kenya, and our own Blessing team, who's the assistant, are doing so well. As we speak, the president, Uyi Akpata, is in Malaysia supporting these girls, and news coming in this morning is that the DG has landed in Malaysia to give these girls the maximum support that they need. Nigeria in Group 2 of the Super 6, they will play England, like I said, England and Ireland tomorrow, and then they will play England tomorrow, and then their last game will be on Wednesday, January 29th, against Ireland. So whoever wins that game between England, whoever wins the two games in the Super 6 qualifies to the semi-final. So we are looking forward to see Nigeria, the Nigeria junior women's cricket team, making it to the finals or to the semi-finals of the Cricket Women World Cup. All right, let's quickly take a short break and we will be right back. Yes, that is Kun Khalifa and Solution FC in March the 6th of the Nigerian National League. We looked at all the results on Monday. Yes, for the cricket team, like I said, we wish them well in their outing against England and Ireland in the Super 6. All right, I have Wilfred Shiendo joining me on the show this morning. Wilfred, welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV.
Good morning, Mr. Fash, and a beautiful Friday morning to you.
Indeed, it's a beautiful Friday morning because guys can see you're full of smiles, always looking gentle and calm. All right, let's move away from the cricket story and quickly now we'll talk cricket. We'll talk athletics, not cricket now, where Toby Amuson, yes, let's see what she got for the year. Toby Amuson set for season opener in Jamaica. World record holder, our own Toby Loba Amuson, Toby Express, as she is fondly called, will run her first race of the season at the Queen's to Grace Jackson meet in Kingston, Jamaica. That is tomorrow, where she will hit the tracks in the 60-meter event at the meet. For Toby Amuson, after that poor performance from Team Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Yes, this is her first appearance after that event in Paris, and we know that just September she actually changed her coach. The coach who is coaching her now is the one who coached the greatest ever athlete to grace the track, that is Usain Bolt, is right now her coach. But this meet is just is not a point meet, is not recognized by the international body for athletics, but is a way of keeping her in shape, starting the season, seeing what how far, what she has learned under her new coach.
That's a beautiful one for Tobia Musan. You know, she has done incredibly well as far as you know, athletic is concerned in the shows of Africa. She's already printed her name in, you know, in the gold, you know, golden you know, page of African you know, continent. But then the outcome in Paris was not pleasant, and I think that can actually make someone feel quite demoralizing. So I think she's going to use this event in Jamaica as you know, a morale boosting you know, avenue for her to bounce back and then regain her momentum. So I think it's a very beautiful one. Then changing the coach, sometimes it's not always about changing of coach or management. Also, it has to do with your personal mental strength. You know, how you're able to, you know, overcome some of you know, challenges that, you know, surround, you know, your career. So, but she feels that the coach was actually part of the solutions, part of the new transition she needs to, you know, bring into her fold. I think it's a beautiful one for her.
Yes, it's a beautiful one for Tobia Musan. Yes, she will be working with a coach, Lauren, that coached Usain Bolt, the greatest man to grace the track. Yes, when it comes to track. Let's see what these two will bring to the table in the year 2025. All right, let's leave athletics and come back home and quickly look at the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL). It was a rescheduled game, yes, at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano. Yes, Wilfred Adams Brace gives Kano Pillars all 3 points against any People's Elephant, and 2 Super Eagles. Okay, I can't say one former Super Eagles striker, and he is still a member of Super Eagles. He has not announced that he has left the Super Eagles. Super Eagles captain, that is Ahmed Musa. Both of them facing each other in that game at the Sani Abacha Stadium yesterday. But at the end, Kano Pillars and their home ground ran away with all 3 points.
Coincidentally, they both lifted the trophy for Nigeria in 2013, you know, and one has refused to, you know, accept, you know, the reality of life. So he still considers himself, you know, one of a key member of Super Eagles, which is Captain Ahmed Musa. I call him Captain Fantastic. And the veteran experienced striker Brownie Day was at the other side, you know, the People's Elephant, and also not forgetting Sheikh Abdullahi.
Yes, of course.
So, and then Rabiu Ali. So it was a, you know, a star-packed, you know, encounter, and then the better side actually, you know, got the 3 points.
How good do you think Kano Pillars were against anybody yesterday?
Not, I wouldn't say they were, you know, really that fantastic. But you see, this game is, football is a game of, you know, game plan. And sometimes when your plan works out perfectly well, your opponent is not able to, you know, counter your formation, your tactics, then it's done and it's done. So that's actually what happened.
Oh, Adams getting those goals for Kano Pillars. Let's look at the table quickly. We know that this weekend, NPFL games will be coming up. We have NPFL matches for tomorrow, but let's look at the table. Remo Stars still leads the charge, match the 19 with 36 points. Rivers United, Shooting Stars 33 points, and then Enugu Rangers are 4th with 31 points. Academy Warriors have 29 points. Ikorodu City have 26 points, and Kano Pillars, with that win now have 28 points, toppling Enyiba, who now drops to the 8th position with 27 points, and they have a game in hand. For Abia Warriors, they are 9th with 27 points, and Niger Tornadoes is on the 10th position with 24 points. Now, Wilfred, the flip side of it, Bayelsa, Kwara and Nasarawa United is rooted at the bottom of the table with 16 points. Now, we are looking at Nasarawa United. They are in the 20th position. Akwa United have 19th. We are looking at the second stanza of the league, Wilfred. What is your expectation? The league has been, for the past almost 3 weeks, the league went on break. Now, the league will be coming back this weekend. From your end, first, your assessment of the first phase of the league, and then what are the new changes you want to see in the second stanza?
Just like any other football enthusiast and a strong supporter of the league, the domestic league, I think some of these teams who actually struggled in the first stanza of the season, had enough time to, bring in some fresh legs, or, do some adjustment, which, actually cost some management, their jobs as well. Like the coaches, some have actually changed their management.
Fired.
Fired. I don't want to use that. Yeah, but some have actually done some shake-up in the management and in the backroom staffs and everything. So I think this second stanza will be more competitive than what we actually saw in the first stanza of the season.
Okay, your team. Which team are you? I know you are a fan of Lobby Stars. Outside Lobby Stars now, which team would you want to, in a way, see improve in the second stanza?
No team but Lobby. And then if there's any team I support, I think maybe if you take away Lobby, then I'll tell you Remo Star, because they, not just because of the name, but the management, the team, the president has actually done so much of encouraging the domestic league players, bringing a new face, in the league, and putting on a lot of glamour. So I think he deserves where they are now, the summit of the log. So if they eventually end up being the winners, congratulations to them. But for me, I think he's done quite well that deserves some accolade. And I think if you take away my love from Lobby Stars, then I think I have Remo Stars to support.
Why not Tinubu Rangers? Okay, we are looking forward to the second stanza of the league as it will be starting this weekend. Like I said, matches will be played this weekend, and you will get all of those fixtures on the Weekend Sports Show. But for the Nigerian Premier Football League, good one, we are going straight to match day 20. We still have extra 18 games to go end of the season. Who wins the league this time around? Who? With Remo Stars remain at the top, we still have teams who are chasing them behind. And all of the teams from number 1 to 10 still have the ample chance of winning the Nigerian Premier Football League. So for the second stanza, like you heard from Wilfred, yes, he's looking forward to more competitiveness in the second stanza than what we saw in the first phase of the league. Now, we'll leave the Nigerian Premier Football League and go straight to Europe. Let's just have straight up all of the Europa League games that were played last night on the screen. The results of those games, we'll take them one after the other. AZ Alkmaar beat AS Roma 1-0 at home. Bodo Glimt of Norway also beat Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel 3-1. FC Porto lost at home to Olympiacos Piaros of Greece. Fenerbahce and Lyon ended on a goalless draw there. Hoffenheim lost at home to Tottenham Hotspur. Malmo FF also lost at home to FC 20 in a 5-goal thriller 3-2. And then we have quarterback FK also losing at home to FCSB 3-2. Victoria Pleasant defeated Anderlecht 2-0. Eintracht Frankfurt defeated Ferencváros, that's 2-0 at home. And then let's go to the flip side of the result, because we have more of those results. We have Augsburg, they defeated Nice 1-0. Lazio beat Real Sociedad. Lazio is doing so well in the Europa this season. 3-1 against Real Sociedad. Ludogorets Razgrad lost at home to FC Midtjylland of Norway. Manchester United, yes, defeated Rangers 2-1 in that game. That is the captain himself, Fernandez, getting that second goal for Rangers after our own Super Eagles striker Siri Desas level things for Rangers. And then PAOK FC of Greece defeated Slava Prague 2-0. RFS 1, Ajax 0. Union St. Gilos 2-1 against SC Braga of Portugal. That game was so funny. The game ended 9 men on both sides between SC Braga and Union St. Gilos. Let's have the remaining result now of the Europa League. Okay, let's quickly look at this. For Serie, we will look at the Nigerian players that concerns us. Osimhen was good for Galatasaray. They played their own, I think that was on Tuesday. They played their own Europa League on Tuesday, where they ended on 3-3 apiece at home. But last night, we still have other Nigerians that were in action. But one Nigerian we're going to look at is Siri Desas, who leveled things for Rangers of Scotland at Old Trafford. But it wasn't enough for Fernandes. He got the second goal for Manchester United, and they ran away with all 3 points.
Siri has been doing very well for his club. He has been on a very good form for them and scoring very important goals in important games. But unfortunately, when it comes to national team, as I said the other day, it's a different ball game altogether, and there are some strikers who are already there, and then it's going to be a very tough one for him. But I think he, as a striker, what's expected of him to do is what he's just doing, which is scoring good number of goals. So I just hope he keeps scoring those goals, and then hopefully he's going to get his nod again to showcase what he's got in him in the national team.
Okay. For Siri Desas, he has been doing well. Let's see how far, what he can do, where he will get to with the national team. The table is on the screen. We have Lazio leading the charge with 19 points, Eintracht Frankfurt with 16 points. We have Athletic Club, Man United, Lyon, Tottenham Hotspur, Anderlecht, FCSB, Galatasaray, and Bodø Glimt. From number 1 to 8 qualifies automatically for the quarterfinals, and then and that is round of 16. And then from 9 to 24, we'll do the playoff to see the other teams that will join. Let's go to the flip side of the table quickly. We have Victoria Pleasant, Olympiacos, Rangers. We have AZ Alkmaar. We have Union St. Gilos, Ajax, POK, Real Sociedad, FC Midtjylland, Augsburg. The flip side, the other side of the table down, we have Augsburg, who has 10 points. And then we have Victoria Pleasant with 12 points. So from number 9 to the 24. Let's see the other side of the table, the last side of it quickly. We have AS Roma now, Ferencváros, Fenerbahce, and stopping with Besiktas. So from FC Porto, FC Twente, Braga, Hovim, Maccabi Tel Aviv, RUFS. Then the last side of the table quickly. Let's take note from from Porto now, the other side of the table quickly. Now, we have Slava Prague, Malmo, Razgrad, Qarabag, Nice, Dynamo Kiev. All of these teams from Porto down will crash out of Europe completely. Now, the league format for Europe this season is as if it's taking, it's so hard on the players that you are seeing big teams. Like in the Champions League, Manchester City might not make the playoff. Now we are seeing here Porto, who are Champions League winners in 2004, who has been powerhouse in European football, now might also not make it to the playoff of the Europa League.
I think the UEFA governing body has to, have a review of this. For me, this format, because it's really, taking the toll on the players, and not every player or not every team is finding it, easy or funny to participate in. And unfortunately, we have one man for Nigeria who crashed out of the tournament too, and he was actually the captain of the night, Igor Ogbu in Slavia Praha.
Yeah.
And then, it's quite heart-wrenching that you see a fantastic young man like that with every single, Z energy on the pitch of play, and then, the team end up not making it. But then that is football. And for the teams that qualify, it shows clearly that this format is not favorable to any team. So if you qualify, you qualify. If you don't, then maybe you have a retire some other time.
That means you are not in support of this format.
Not at all.
Okay. Yes, when UEFA actually brought up this format, a lot of persons supported it, while a lot were against it. What we are not seeing it, they say they want to make it interesting. Playing league format also give the smaller clubs the chance to see how far they can progress. All right, let's quickly look at some transfer stories before we go away from the show. We start with the Super Falcons midfielder Ngozi Okobi Ekiogene joins Ottawa Rapid FC of Canada. That is the Canada Northern Football League side, Ottawa Rapid FC. And then we look at another Super Falcons player. This time around, she's your sister. Saudi Arabia Al Ittihad, that is Saudi Arabia Women's Soccer League side. Al Ittihad has signed Super Falcons forward Francisca Odega, who just left CSK Moscow of Russia. Now let's talk about Francisca Odega, fantastic player, but for quite some time she was not there for the Super Falcons during the Olympics. But now moving from Russia to Saudi Arabia on a 2-year contract.
Yeah, it was a decision that almost caused some controversy, from the coaches to the NFL board members and some other media, propaganda, but then she's actually one professional that has so much respect, and she's 31. She's done so well for herself. She's contributed immensely to the growth of the game. She's contributed to the society that has actually made her who she is today. She has given back to the football society, from her stint with Bayelsa Queens to Rivers Angels to some spare in Sweden, Belarus, CSKA Moscow in Russia, the United USA, in Levante in Spain, Atletico Madrid, and just to mention. But she's done so much for football. So I think considering her age now, it's time for her to have something to fall back to after retirement. So I think it's a beautiful decision for my own sister, Francisca Mulumu Odega. She's got a very fantastic personality, and I respect her decisions, and I can only wish her the best of luck in her new club.
Okay, she will be playing alongside another Super Falcons player. That is Ashley Plumter, who is the captain of that team in Saudi Arabia. Let's see how the two of them will help that team. Like Wilfred said, that is the retirement bonus for her. If you want retirement money, go to the Middle East. All right, we'll look at this player also quickly, Wilfred, because we're almost out of time. Bayer Leverkusen now has set 50 million naira price tag on Victor Boniface. I made some transfer interest even from the Saudi Arabia and some top clubs in Europe. I don't know why Bayer Leverkusen want to let him go.
I'm sure that is beyond. It's a decision, behind closed doors from the the management of Bayer Leverkusen. And for the player, he has also contributed his own quarter for the team that once believed in him. I'm sure they still believe in him, So, and unfortunately, in the recent time, he has struggled with fitness, due to injuries and everything. So, and he's a Nigerian. He's coming from where the economy is not always stable. So, if I don't want to say it, but then if the Saudi money comes,
but he should go. He should go for it.
If I wear his shoes,
but he's still young.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Money does not know age.
Money does not know age. All right, Victor Boniface, let's see that those transfer stories surrounding Victor Boniface, Saudi Arabia, and some top clubs in Europe. Let's see if he will go. But 50 million naira price tag is what Bayer Leverkusen has. 50 million naira 50 million euros, not naira now, is what Bayer Leverkusen has set on Victor Boniface. Not 50 million naira, I beg your pardon, just 50 million euros. So convert 50 million euros to naira, and you know what that is. And let's take this last one before we go away from the show. Tennis now. Djokovic quit because of injury in his game. And also, we have Madison Keys, who will be facing Sabalenka in the women's final tomorrow. For Djokovic, he was looking for a record 25th Grand Slam. But it happens, it's not meant to be after retiring because of that injury. All right, that is why we'll be leaving it on the show this morning. 360 Sports. Wilfred, like you said, go play for your retirement bonus. All right. Thanks for coming on the show. It's a good one having you, Wilfred.
Always my pleasure, Mr. Fash, and a beautiful atmosphere provided by this wonderful organization, Trust TV.
Thank you very much. All right, that is why we'll leave it on the show. 360 Sports this morning. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.